Let me show you my easy go-to routine for a flawless beat. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite makeup bestie, Mina Artistry, a YouTuber in Lagos. Yes, I know it's been a while, but don't worry, I'm fully back now and very much active. Today's video is going to be a detailed step-by-step go-to routine for a flawless beat. Let's get into it. First things first is grooming my brows in place. Then I went ahead to clean. If you want to achieve a flawless beat, your skin prep really matters. Using my Jelly Diamond Micellar water and my wipes. You want to make sure that you are cleansing the face really well. Make sure your wipes is getting to every single part of the face, including the ears and the neck area. Hydration is really important in your skin prep, regardless of your skin type. And I'm using the Jelly Diamond Master Fix Spray to awaken the skin. That is basically what hydrating mist or spray is for. You're using it to prep it for whatever product is coming after. Next thing is my Snail Mucin essence. This is also for hydration. I'm going to apply this evenly on the face. So I like to use my hand to blend in the products into the skin really well and use a fan to dry it out. Next is the moisturizer, and this is the Msmetics Moisture. Moisturizer is very important for every skin type, and also whether you are going for a matte or a dewy finish. This skin prep brush is the Jelly Diamond Cosmetics flat skin prep brush. It is really with every of your skin prep products, you want to make sure that they absorb into the skin before going onto the next. This is a step that I know that a lot of people do miss out during their skin prep. It is really important for you to prep your lips too. You can use your lip balms, your lip oils, or your lip glosses. Next is to prime the skin, and I'll be using the newly launched Jelly Diamond Cosmetics face primer. One thing I love about this primer is that it is not too matte. It still has this moisturizing, hydrating feel. If you have a dry skin, you can use just this primer and it's going to work out so well for you. But if you have an oily skin, you can still use this primer alone, or you can go in with another mattifying primer. And yeah, I'm using the classic mattifying primer. This primer, I'm only using it for the T-zone area, which is the forehead, the nose area. This is a very strong mattifying primer, so you want to make sure that you're not using it all over the face because it's going to dry the whole face up, and you don't want to do that. Now let's get to skin work proper. I'm going to be going in with the Vee Beauty Second Skin Foundation in the shade Ethiopia and the Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade 380. I'll be applying this on my mixing pan. I'll be applying this on the jawline area to see if it's a good match. For blending, I'll be using my Alabama Beauty Sponge to blend my whole foundation. While blending, I'm going to make sure that I'm blending upwards so to have a good coverage. For a seamless blend, you need a very soft. Now take a look at that foundation blend. The shade match is 100. So I'll just go in to blend in the rest of the face using the same technique. To contour the face, I'll be starting from the top of the ear down to the middle, the forehead area, so just to like snatch it together and blend it all out. For your contour, you want to make sure that it's not too dark because you will not like the outcome. For the blush, I'll be going in with the Imagic Lip Palette, and I'll be using the red shade for a skin tone. And trust me, you don't want to do too much, just little. Now, this is the part I used for the contour. I'll be switching up the beauty sponge and be using the pointed side instead. While blending, you want to make sure that you are blending your blush upwards and not down where your contour is. You want to blend upwards instead because you are lifting the face and you want to snatch the whole face up. So I'm going to be turning the beauty sponge to the other side where I used to contour the face, and I'll be using this to tone out the blush. To highlight the face, I'll be going in with this Avour Cosmetics. So I'm going in with 3 shades, a shade that is a skin tone exactly, a shade that is lighter, and another shade that is very light. So I'll be going in with the shade that is exactly like a skin tone, and that is the Nuban Beauty in the shade 49. It is a very dark shade, and I'll be using this first before going in with another concealer that is a shade lighter, and that is the 046.5. Then I'll blend it all out, starting from the forehead, the chin, the side of the eye, then the under eye itself. You want to make sure that your beauty blender, there is little concealer on it before. Then I'll be topping it with a lighter concealer, that is the Avour concealer in shade 70. This is just to maintain the skin's melanin. You don't want to make your client or model lighter than their skin tone. Now, this is a flawless skin base. After blending, I'm going to be going in with my Merak setting powder, or baking spice as you all call it, and I'm going to be using the shade Nutmeg. Now I'm going to be taking one layer of the setting powder and pressing it on my palm to take out the excess. Then I'll be going back in to blend out the under eye well so that it won't crease before applying my setting powder. So while applying your setting powder, you want to make sure that it's one layer at a time. You don't want to pack in too much powders under the eye. You can go in like 2 to 3 times if you want like a very good coverage under the eye, but just make sure that it's one layer at a time. I'm going to be using this to set everywhere I've highlighted. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go and subscribe now. Like my video, comment, let me know if I'm doing a great job. For more videos, let me know the kind of videos you guys want. Keep your baby girl happy. After setting the highlighted areas, I'm going to be going in with a powder to powder up the whole face, the rest of the face. And I'm using the Vee Beauty Powder palette. So I'm using the shades Chocolate and Maroon. I'm going to use this to blend out our forehead area, our cheek, our jawline, our neck area too. You just want everything to be blended out properly. I'm also going to be applying the powder on the contours and the blush I've done because I want everything to be well blended. Now I'm going to be bronzing the face up. I'm going to be using this eyeshadow palette. It has this pretty cool brown warm shade, and I'm going to be using this together with my Rios and Zikel eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be using the red shade for our skin tone, just a little, and I'm going to be putting it directly on our cheeks upwards. You want to make sure that your blush is upwards. Your contour is what is going to be around the ear line downwards to the middle, but your blush is going to be directly on top of your contour. So just bronze it up and just blend, make sure it's well blended. And I'm going to be snatching the forehead area to the jawline just to make sure that everything is pretty. Next up, I'm going to be doing my nose contour. I always prefer the powder contouring. I'm not much of a fan of the cream contour. So I'm going in with the eyeshadow palettes I used for my bronzing. I'm going to be using this to contour the nose. It has that brown shade. I really love it. And it's something that comes out on brown skin, dark skin. So I'm just going to be starting my nose contour from the beginning of the brows down to the bridge of the nose, exactly how I'm doing it. And you want to make sure that the nose contour is coming together so as to snatch the nose properly. So the space you are leaving in between your nose contour is going to determine how big or how small your nose is going to be. So if you want it smaller, you make sure that you are bringing the contouring together, like there's just a little line in the middle so as the nose can be really pointed. It just depends on how you want your nose contour to be. Then I'm going to be going in with a lighter shade of powder. This is the chocolate shade. I'm going to be using this for the middle, just to brighten up the middle a little so as my nose contour can pop out. I'm going to be going back in with the dark brown shade I used for the nose contour, and I'm going to be using this to bring the nose together. And you want to make sure that your nose contour is well blended. You don't want it to be looking too dark and shabby and too harsh on the person's skin tone. As you can see, from the beginning of the brows down to the bridge of the nose, just make sure you blend it out really well. So now I'll be going in with my powder. I'm using the chocolate and the dark chocolate. I'm going to be using this under the eye. Remember that we've already set the eye. I'm just applying more powder so that that place can be set. you go in with another powder, you can use any powder of your choice. So just use your beauty sponge to dab this. If you have a powder puff, you can use this to just pat this under the eye. Make sure that everything is well set before you go in to bake the face. So I'll just be doing this and making sure that it is coming together with the nose contour, so that it can make the nose contour come out really well. I'll be doing this on every area that I've highlighted. Going in with the brush that I used to do my blush, I'll just be using this to like bring back the blush a little, just the brush, don't apply anything on it. Then I'll be doing a reverse contour using the same powder that I used under our eyes. I'll be using this to make sure that my contour, my blush is in place, and be using that to snatch the face really, really well. You'll just be doing this just a little to the middle, and you make sure that it's actually well blended too. You can use your setting powder to do this, or your normal powders. Next thing, I'll be brushing out my brows. This spoolie brush and flat end is from Avour Cosmetics. I'll be using this with a brow gel, to brush out my brows so as to set my brow in place, preparing it for when I'm about to draw it so it can be in place. It's time to bake the face, and I'll be going in with the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder. You can use your Merak setting powder, baking spice in the shade cinnamon to do this. It works really, really well. Or you can just go in with your RCMA setting powder, and it's just going to do the work so fine for you. And don't bother about it turning white or coming out white, because it doesn't have any color. So I'll just be using this to like bake the face in place and just continue. This process also helps your fallout from your eyeshadow. It also helps, because if you just dust it, it's just going to like one swipe and it's gone. During this process, you want to make sure that your baking is neat. You don't want it to be looking all messy and messed up. I'll be using the same powder to set my brow, because I've already used a wax, I've already used gel, so I want to like set it so it can stay in place. And you need little to no powder for this, trust me. So now guys, this is it. The whole look is coming together. You see, when I said that this setting powder is not going to be white, you see what I said? It actually comes out really, really well, trust me. I'm so sorry guys. I'm going to be posting a brow tutorial, eyeshadow tutorial, and a lip tutorial of this look in another video in details. I don't want to pack everything in a video because it will be too long, and you guys might not want that. I'm just blending out my contour, everything, blending it out, and this is my beautiful model Lorena, blowing every one of us a kiss. You guys remember the spray I used at the beginning of the video? Yes, I'm going to be using it again to lock in and melting every powdery effect on the face. You want to bring everything together, and that is just what this spray does. I'm going to be going in with another setting spray, and this is the Nia Beauty Plus setting spray, and I'm going to be putting this everywhere on the face because you want to keep the face locked in. Next thing, I went in with my highlighter. I think I should be making a video of this one too. I'm going to make another video of my highlighter technique, and that is me using this So Pro Seal It spray to sealing the makeup. And this is the finished look. I'm speechless. Just take a look at how gorgeous, stunning. Just take a look at the glow. See how everything is well blended, demure, cutesy, very beautiful. Oh my god. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next. Bye.